I bought a ton of different art supplies from Temu for a ridiculously low price, and today we're testing all of them. First item up is this 120 pack of dual brush tip markers. But first, let's clear off this mess. I purchased this set for $37.98. Now, if you wanted to get a full set of Tombow brush pens, which is 108 markers, I only have 42 by the way, it would run you about $270 from Michaels. So that's quite a big price difference. Let's see if it's actually worth spending more on the higher end or going with the cheapo option. These are divided into 6 different sleeves of 20 markers. The font completely rubbed off this one. It doesn't feel super great quality, but also it's not gonna break. So we have a brush tip and a fine tip on the other side. That looks really fine. Oh my gosh, this is actually a lot more fine than the Tombow. The brush end, they're actually very similar in shape. However, the Tombow is a little bit thicker than the double head. I'm almost finished swatching these. I'm gonna do a few on camera, but I think the most annoying thing that could be very inconvenient is the Temu dual end brush tip markers. They don't have a number on them to identify the color, so I have to leave them in the order that they came in unless I decide to label them with a piece of tape and write the numbers on. Let me know what the easiest way to label these would be. Maybe just write on the tips with a Sharpie marker. I don't know. For every single swatch, I did a gradient. So the lighter part of the swatch is just what it would look like if you did a single layer of the marker pigment. And then I go over the other side a few times to make the ink even darker so you can see the range of colors that you can get. Just don't go over it too many times because it can rip the paper a little bit. Here is a comparison between the Tombow marker and the double head marker. I think that the Tombow definitely has a smoother flowing ink, but what do you think? Here I have an electric eraser that I purchased for $4.98. I am really curious to see if this still works because the box is a little bit crushed, as you can see, which is not surprising because this is the status of the package. It had a slit in it, but luckily I counted everything. Nothing was lost in the mail. I'm thinking it got ripped at the very last minute, maybe as it was on its way to my door. By the way, not just art supplies came in here. I plan to do another haul. It might be on a different channel, but look at all this stuff. Sneak peek. Come on out. Oh no, his head popped off. So cute though. The moment of truth. What? No! Oh! Okay. I need to put batteries in here, and I don't think I have any of these right now. It's not like I could read the directions, they're not in English. If it works, it's very cute that there's refills inside the bear's head. We'll come back to you. The batteries are in, let's test it. Wow. You, my friend, erase really well. Kind of loud, but it's a winner. We have a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. Nothing the robot vacuum can't take care of, and this is also from Temu. This here is a 3-pack of bright white highlighter pens that I got for $1.98. This is serious, okay? It's a battle between Le Cow and Jelly Roll. Ooh, I have some swatches in this notebook. We're gonna start with Le Cow. All right, milky, pretty white. Not bad, not bad. And then we have Jelly Roll. The Jelly Roll is more dull? Oh wait, we got the juices flowing now. I think it just needed a warm up. These are so similar. I don't even know. I think I'm gonna call it a tie, honestly. Seems like a cop out, but I don't know what to say. If you wanted the 3-pack of jelly rolls, it would run $5. So these are definitely cheaper and basically the same. I don't know how they hold up long term. Oh, wait. The jelly roll looks a little bit whiter now that it's dry. These are slightly better, but you can barely tell. So if you want to save a little money, go for le cow. My water is boiling for some cream of rice. Before I officially go on break, I want to introduce this 10-color brush pen set. It is by the brand Future Color, and I got it for $5.18. So they're marketed as more of a high-end calligraphy brush pen set, as opposed to the one that you saw at the beginning that was a lot of colors for a lot less per marker. I don't want to spoil some of the future swatches. Oh, I didn't, no pun intended. Future Color, future swatches. I already tested these, and I do want to say that I am a little bit disappointed. Looking at this set, I thought that it would be all pastels. I'm not really a fan of the super bold colors. They're beautiful. I just wanted to try them and be surprised, I guess, so I didn't pay much attention to the listing. That's not their fault. They advertised properly. I just wasn't paying attention, so definitely not on them. But I would say the ink in these is really, really juicy. It's bold, it's vivid, so I have no complaints. They are, like I said, a little bit more pricey, but it just depends on what you want to use them for. I think they're great. I don't know if I'll be back tonight. I'm gonna watch some Wentworth. I'm on season 7. Cheers. I am back with this 24-pack of acrylic paint markers. They were $17.48 by the brand Morandi. If you saw my previous Temu haul, then you remember these, I'm sure. Oh no, they're cut! There's a big slash in here. But I never actually tested them in that, well, okay, I tested one in that video. Shake it, activate. The ink though is nice. Here we have the full color chart, and I started this art piece on a wood slice. So that means you get to see how they work on paper and wood. Unfortunately, I'm here to share that they don't work the greatest on wood. The tip is about the same size as the 0.9 to 1.3 millimeter Posca, but the Posca is a little bit more pointed, whereas this one is more rounded on the Morandi. The yellow moon looks great, but that's because I used Posca and it was actually the bigger, fatter yellow. But layering these on, even with the thinner one, it's still showing up. But if you wanted to get a 24-pack of Poscas, they would run you this much. When I tried to layer the Morandi ones, it's like the tip has dried out. So I have this cup of water. You can see the ink flow into there actually. So now, let's see if that did the trick. Oh wait, it may have helped. The color palette though, I really love the earthy tones. Yeah, see it's flowing really nicely on the box of this. Cool. Next up we have this. Any guesses? A giant binder with 4 zippers. All right, I'm kidding. It's actually a 200 slot pencil case organizer that I purchased for $18.57. I feel like it's okay, but I don't feel like it's worth almost $20. I guess maybe we should open it up and see if that statement actually is credible. Okay. I like this feature that there's a couple of the pencil slots away from the others. Another slot here. That one's a little jammed. Oh no. Come on. Oh, got it. Turn the page to see this, which is the exact same as the previous. And the final zipper will reveal the exact same thing, of course. In terms of quality, I feel like it's good, potentially great, but not amazing. There's a few loose threads, no really big concerns. Oh, wait a minute. In between the layers, it looks like it's just cardboard sewn between the fabric. I guess let's see if it does its job. I have a paintbrush. That is a tight fit. I know this isn't a colored pencil, but it's about the same width, I would say. These separate loops here. Oh wait, it's just one. Then the other question is, if you're going to stuff this with so many pencils, is it going to actually close? By the way, since the last time I filmed, I actually finished the complete Wentworth series on Netflix, and I highly recommend it, just so you know. I ended up filling this with my 132 set of Prismacolor colored pencils. Most of them anyway. I have some doubles. Look at this. I put a white Posca paint pen, an eraser, a black gel pen, and a regular pencil along with all these colors. It's pretty heavy now, holds up really well though. All the pockets zip really nicely. And look at that, there's still room for more. And even more. Not a bad value after all, but could be a few dollars cheaper in my opinion still. Next up, we have the alcohol marker sets. I have these two giant ones here, and you may be wondering why is everything else sitting out? Well, I want to announce that I'm actually going to make this a two-part video, so stay tuned until the next one if you want to see me test all these things. It's been a while since I posted, and it's going to take me a while to edit. Trying to be more kind to myself and recognize when I'm taking on too big of a project. I'm still gonna give a review on both these sets of alcohol markers, so keep watching if you want to see that. But first, you get to see them in action to bring this art piece to life. At first, it doesn't look like much, and I was honestly really scared that it was going to turn out to be a piece of garbage. I kept going, I trusted the process, and yes, I did use every single different art supply that I showed in this video, minus the pencil case, because, I mean, that can't color. So this is a rainbow rose drawing. I actually did one years ago on a wood burning piece. It's kind of inspired by that, but I made it the 2.0 version because this one is a lot more realistic. It will be anyway. But yeah, I layered with the acrylic paint pens, and then at the very end, the thing that brought everything together, surprisingly, was the white gel pen. So look how really pulled through for this rose. I'm not sure how I feel about the stem. I didn't want it to stand out too much, and I wanted it to match the texture of the petals. So that's the only part I'm just not too sure of, but I think the rest of it turned out pretty good. I'm proud of myself. Now, back to the review. This is the 80 pack of drawing markers. They are by Marker Raven. Every single marker has a dual tip. These are broad and fine. I got the entire set for $25.48. Keep in mind that there are 80 of these and 48 in this set. This set was $2 more for can I do math? 32 less markers. And the reason for that is because these actually have a brush tip instead of the fine tip. So on these you get a brush and a broad. Brush tips are just very highly sought after. Behind me, I have a very high-end set of Copic markers, so I will put the price of those on the screen. Those are actually broad tips, so I don't know if the brush ones are more expensive. Same thing with my Ohuhu set up there. Those are a lot cheaper. Tabaloza, never heard of this brand before, but in comparison, I would say that I think I prefer these because of the shape. These are boxy, they're square, and these are oval, and I feel like they're easier to hold. The plastic on these feels a little bit cheaper. You can't see it move on camera, but I can feel it. I did a full color test chart for both packs. I think I still prefer the Tabaloza. I love the range of colors in this. So on some of these, the edges just don't look as crisp. Marker Raven roasting time. This marker is completely dry. Oh, that noise. Are these actually green? They look very suspiciously yellow and yellowy orange to me. They're nice colors, but they're not green. I'll compare both of these to the Copics and the Ohuhu, and you can be the judge of which ink you like the best. Here we have the boxy pair, Copic and Marker Raven, followed by the ovals, Tabaloza, and Ohuhu. All four of them are about to show down. So here we have the little chart, and I'm using the chisel tips and the brush on the Tabaloza since that's the only one with the brush tip that I have here. I tested all the fine tips as well, flipped over the paper so you can see how much they ghost or bleed through. And finally, we're gonna do a blend test. So I already did the first 3, didn't show you that on camera obviously, but I think that in my opinion, I think Copic probably has the best blendability. None of them are terrible though. Let me know in the comment section below which one you would be most likely to buy out of these 4. If you're interested in watching part 2, whenever I get that filmed and edited, please go ahead and turn on bell notifications and subscribe to my channel so you will be notified whenever I get that posted. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great rest of the day. Bye. Cheers.